So now, acts of ordinary courage or brave compassion that put the health of patients first. These are the acts of our everyday healthcare professionals. And we have an opportunity now to join News 24 and Adcock Ingram's OTC in celebrating and sharing your stories of pharmacists and healthcare professionals who have gone above and beyond the day-to-day call of duty. We here at Express are very proud to bring you sponsors of Brave. And we're going to chat to Financial Director of Adcock Ingram over the counter, Yudhvir Singh, and Andrea Firth, editor of Brand Studio 24, about what sounds like an amazing and very necessary campaign. Guys, good morning, welcome to it.
Good morning.
Very, very cool in principle. I think we definitely need to find out a bit more. Yudhvir, maybe you can give me some context of sponsors of Brave and why you guys wanted to get behind something like this.
So, Graham, how this started was, if we look around South Africa and around the world, we are inundated with news that's negative.
Yeah.
What happens is this dampens everyone's spirit and mood. With this campaign, we're trying to change that. We're trying to give South Africans an opportunity to recognize, acknowledge, and celebrate other citizens who are doing good or doing the right thing out there in our communities.
Love that.
With the hope to change that. Specifically to this campaign, we've seen healthcare practitioners, which is your doctors, your nurses, pharmacists, and paramedics. These are individuals that, on a daily basis, they serve us, they help us, and they save lives. Yet they are very rarely celebrated or acknowledged for these tasks. Hence, we came up with this platform where South Africans can go on and acknowledge the relevant practitioner for the good that they are doing in their community.
I love that.
I absolutely love that. But then I just want to take it back a little bit and ask, what defines bravery? What would you say is bravery?
Bravery is very relevant to the person being asked the question. So different people experience bravery in different ways throughout their lives. From your daily basic challenges to those you experience or goals that you need to achieve. Personally, for myself, I'm going to give you an example of bravery that I experienced that's very close to home. I have a nephew, Dhruv, who's 8 years old. He was diagnosed with spastic diplegia. This basically meant that he had very little ability to walk on his own, so he needs a walking aid. And this is a kid that's 8 that hasn't let that bring him down. He still attends a mainstream school, participates in the events, be it concerts or sports days. Every day he wakes up, he's still happy, he still does everything he wants to do, and he doesn't let his difficulties bring him down or stop him or restrict him in any way, or define him for that matter, which is absolutely amazing, and that's bravery for me. And especially coming from a kid that's 8, it's amazing to see.
We can learn lessons, and I think this is the take-home here. And you've touched on this to a little degree, the fact that we do need some kind of positive influence. Maybe I can put this to both of you. Why do you think it's so important to drive a positive message now?
If you look at it, we take negative news, and what we do is we amplify it. We share it on all the different social media platforms, and that doesn't create a good vibe, if I can call it that.
Yeah.
We need to take the positive news and do that. And you'll see there's lots of positive around us, even among the negative, but just that we don't amplify it as much as we need to. Currently, where we see ourselves as a country as well, we need to embrace the positive that's happening and fall on that rather than concentrate on the negative.
More now than ever. Yeah.
Agreed, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, News 24, we're seeing an uptake from readers on wanting feel-good stories.
Yes.
They want to know, they want to hear the positives. They want something to feel proudly South African about.
Love that.
And I think it's incredibly important in a time like this to be sharing these stories of, you know, extraordinary stories of ordinary South Africans who are just going above and beyond day after day and making such a huge impact in their communities. I mean, to quote Gandhi, you know, they're the change we want to see in the world.
Yes.
And let's honor and celebrate them for doing that.
And just to expand on that, I mean, why is Sponsors of Brave such an important part of News24.com and the health industry at large?
Yeah. So this is a fantastic partnership for us, News24 and Adcock Ingram OTC. You know, News24 is the largest digital news platform, and we are so excited to be able to use that kind of reach to share these stories, these positive stories, as we say, you know, to have those moments of upliftment for South Africans and shine a light on things that people are doing around our country.
Agreed.
Yeah, we survive on the work of unsung heroes, and I often think the best part of my job is not interviewing, and it is cool to interview celebrities and sports stars and people like that, but where every day I will meet at least one person who is completely unaware of just how amazing they are. And they live selflessly, and they do it because it's their job to do that, but they often forget. Why do you think it's so important to highlight those people, those unsung heroes?
Well, particularly in the medical industry, in the healthcare profession, these are the people that we are seeing at our worst moments, when a friend or a family member or ourselves are ill. And, you know, those nurses, those pharmacists, those doctors, they're there to support us, to help us, to bring us through our worst times. And they put our well-being before their own. And that's why this profession is often, I think, overlooked. It's not a 9 to 5, it's really a calling. And to highlight and thank them and celebrate them and recognize them for the work that they do in our
Labor of
communities
love,
is fantastic.
Now, people at home have the opportunity to partake in it, to participate in a competition. How does the competition work, and why is it important for people at home, you know, to nominate these heroes?
So from a competition perspective, it's really simple. We have a website, partners24.com/sponsors of Brave. You go on the website, there's a big button that says nominate and win, because there is a cash prize behind nomination. You click that button, there's an entry form. We ask you for a few contact details just so we can contact you should you be a winner. And then we ask you to tell the story of the person you're nominating. Who are they? What have they done? What's special about them? And that's it. You're entered into the competition. And the major incentive, not only to say, you know, share these stories and share the positivity, is also that there's a 5,000 weekly cash prize, 5,000 rand, that can
Not that
be
you
won.
should need the motivation.
You don't need it.
It's good to have it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, do it out of the goodness of your heart, but, you know, that's a massive little incentive
That's
there.
correct.
Yeah.
So 5,000 rand up for grabs weekly that you could win.
Absolutely love it. Thank you both to both of you for getting hold of something that I think is so pertinent for so many of us. You know, whether you've got children, you know, in that space where you need to rely on people in that caring space, whether you yourself have been vulnerable and need to rely on a healthcare professional. As you say, it is such a critical moment, and when you find someone who can go that extra mile, it really is something special. So I'm going to reiterate that mechanism right now. You at home can get involved by nominating the pharmacist or healthcare professional in your community, making that real difference, and then again you can stand a chance of winning 5,000 rand. Plus there will be 2 winners from the nominations. The judges will select 1 winner, and then your votes will select another, and then these winners will win a trip to an overseas medical conference of their choice for themselves, which is so special, and the opportunity to pay it forward by donating 25,000 rand to a registered NPO charity of their choice. That is too cool. So to nominate, go to news24.com or their partners, and hopefully this is a way that you can show those incredibly special and vital people just how much they mean to us.
I've never met someone with a heart like this.
He embodies what it means to be selfless.
Even when I was in a state of panic, she saw me through bravery.
Often the bravest people don't see themselves as others do. Join us in celebrating these brave heroes. Nominate the pharmacists and healthcare professionals in your community making a real difference, and stand a chance to win 5,000 rand.